iRock Radio, the world headquarters of rock. It is Karolyi with our special guest, Marmozets, here in Studio 64, brought to you by Coors Light. So, female-fronted bands in rock, anyway, back in the day, had a lot of struggle. And they weren't really accepted on rock radio. It was a male thing, and guys didn't accept the female singers. But now there seems to be a wealth of female-fronted bands that are doing very, very well. Have you had any challenges or struggles or hurdles you had to get over because you're a female-fronted band? Or
Nope.
It's been wonderful.
Well, I think the only one is just being compared to other female-fronted bands because
Right.
you're female-fronted.
Yeah.
In a way.
That was when we first started. Like, that's
But we don't really give a fuck about those people anyway. So
No.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because they almost treat it like it's a novelty, but it really isn't anymore. I mean, it's very much a part of the whole scene now.
Yeah,
you know?
definitely.
So when you go out, you tour, and you know whether you're doing your own show, headlining, or you're doing some support. What is the main thing you guys need to do to connect to that audience? I mean, you can go out there and just play your set or whatever, but how do you connect with the people who are there in the audience watching you?
You jump on them.
Make sure they know you're there, right?
Yeah, you jump on them and they know you're there.
It's just us being ourselves. We
Yeah.
just go up there. There's nothing. There's no bullshit. So we just do what we do, and we write our own songs. So I think that says a lot, really.
It really does. And another thing I would say about you is something that Stephen and I have talked about with other bands that have come through. You guys have your own unique sound. As far as what I hear from your music, you don't really sound like another band that I can kind of pinpoint, which I think is great. And we've talked about that before, where those are the bands that really stand out and really kind of carry forward. So how do you derive that sound? With all the bands over all the years that could influence you, I think it would be easy to sound like somebody else. How do you derive your own special sound?
Well, we were concentrating so hard in our own music, really, that we didn't really pay attention to anyone else. So it's kind of like one of those things where, especially when I was younger and stuff like that, I didn't actually really listen to music at all.
Yeah, we didn't.
I just played it. So it's kind of like, you didn't listen to, you didn't have years of experience to listening to like all these amazing bands and stuff like that, and then pick up a guitar and then start playing.
We
It was
get
kind
the
of the
experience
other
now,
way.
don't we? Yeah.
It's kind of the other way for us, really. We've only just discovered in the past sort of like 4 years, really, of stuff that we really, really like. I don't know.
So what prompted you to play then? If you didn't, if you weren't exposed to or didn't spend time listening to others, what prompted you to pick up the guitars and play the drums and sing?
Our families.
My
Our parents
uncle.
are both. Yeah, like.
It's different for the Bottomleys, I think. Was it your parents?
Your dad
No, your dad
guitar.
plays guitar and stuff.
Yeah.
You had a piano in your house and stuff, didn't you? Which your mum had. I did.
You were given instruments from a young age, like the same as us. So it's like just
That's why we both connected so well as well, both families.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. Well, I'd love to hear you guys play another tune. What are you going to do now?
We're going to do an original one of Marmozets, and this is Captivate You, done acoustic style.
Nice. This is Marmozets live from Studio 64, brought to you by Coors Light.
Thank you.